My happiest and scariest memory, huh? Well, that's a heavy question, don't you think? I guess my happiest memory was about 8 years ago. My dad scored some sweet tickets for the carnival. Sadly, my mom couldn't come work. So, dad, sis, and I got to go, and it was everything I could have hoped for. Kids laughing, games to be won, rides to conquer, and then suddenly in the corner of my eye, I saw it. The cutest, most adorable stuffed giraffe in the entire world. And my sister met my gaze and she had the same excitement. And then she quickly darted across to the game station. The game was to solve a confusing puzzle that we never seen before. I had to compete against my sister, and of course, she destroyed me. Probably should have guessed. After all, sis is kind of a whiz with those type of things. But to add salt to my wound, she chose my giraffe. And of course, she turned at me and did that little cheeky grin as I glared. Then, surprisingly, she handed it to me. It was the softest thing I've ever felt. I grabbed my sister into my arms and gave her the biggest hug. That's when I heard the screams and felt the warmth of the fire erupting before me. I just stood there and slowly realized I was still clutching my sister. Her body, now heavy, fell to the hard dirt as it began to soften, as if consumed red like a demon. I cried out, but they couldn't hear me. No one could hear me. The next thing I remember is Mom at the hospital. They said they both had died before arriving. The doc said the only reason I was alive was because they blocked the blast. Said it was a miracle. Yeah, some miracle. Mom dropped to her knees right then. I wanted to reach toward her, to comfort her somehow, say something to relieve the pain. We had a funeral for them, but that didn't help any. We both knew what happened and who was to blame. Then I became a teenager, and she sent me to a reform center for the troubled youth. She claimed it was for my behavior, but we both knew the real reason. The worst part wasn't even that she sent me here. It was that I hoped she'd visit. Well, while all these other kids had parents to see them on the holidays, mine never showed up. I was scared and alone, and no one cared. They all assumed that I did something wrong, that I deserved whatever I got. So I stopped talking and just took it all because that's what I thought I deserved. I carried this giraffe. You all seemed interested in taking it away from me. Well, I put my head down every day, praying that one of you will have the balls to actually take it. But you know what? You don't have the right. You don't have the right to assume about my life or my story. You don't have the rights, especially in a place like this. Well, I guess that's my story. So, who wants to go next?